Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Dear viewers, let us start the program with the main affairs of the week. The Tansen municipality of Palpa has provided loans at concessional rates to farmers engaged in agriculture and animal husbandry to develop entrepreneurship in the country. The Narayanapur municipality of Banki has distributed pension to the farmers to encourage the agricultural sector. According to the preliminary results of the National Census 2078 BS, the population of the country has reached 2,91,92,480. Plus more. Let us continue the program with the agricultural loan. Loans are common ways of starting a business. Usually, the government body gives a loan for the people to bring up the economy of the country. Now, the farmers are getting loans at low rate interest to promote agriculture in the country. Nepali farmers have been looking for such opportunity. However, I get calls here at the news desk asking where to find the loans for agriculture. This means that the government needs to make clear where to find information for the loan. Nepali farmers are still not aware of their rights. The Tansen municipality of Palpa has provided loans at concessional rates to farmers engaged in agriculture and animal husbandry to develop entrepreneurship in the country. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
The Tansen municipality of Palpa has provided loans at concessional interest rates to farmers engaged in agriculture and animal husbandry to develop entrepreneurship in the country. Global IME Bank Tansen branch has provided concessional loans to 27 entrepreneurs on the recommendation of Tansen municipality for commercialization, mechanization and modernization of agriculture sector. The loan has been provided to women entrepreneurs at an interest rate of 4% and to male entrepreneurs at 5%. Farmers are happy to get cheap interest rate loans. The municipality has stated that it is providing concessional loans targeting women, youth, persons with disabilities, poor, Dalits and indigenous tribes who want to take the lead in business within the municipality. The municipality claims that the situation of farmers having to run to the bank with paper rather than doing business with loan has ended here, as the process is complicated and the farmers do not have access to it.
After the news report, let us now talk about celebration of Dairy Foundation in Nepal. Nepal was backward for a long time and the system of selling was not well developed. With the foundation of Dairy Association in Nepal, the buying and selling of milk has been easy and more people in the industrial work have access to milk. The Nepal Dairy Association has celebrated 23rd founding day. Milk is very important for the human health. It is the best food of the nature. It is also the first food of the mammals. The milk is a complete food. On the 23rd founding day of Nepal Dairy Association, food, milk, and milk products have been distributed to 21 children of Golden World Children's Home. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
On the 23rd of founding day of Nepal Dairy Association, food, milk, and milk products have been distributed to 21 children of Golden World Children's Ashram. According to the Nepal Dairy Association, this day was celebrated by distributing food, milk, and milk products to 21 children of Golden World Children's Ashram at Kageshwari Municipality 1, Gagalfedi. The program was attended by Central Secretary General of Nepal Dairy Association Prahlad Dahal, Vice President of Nepal Dairy Association Bagmati Gopal Timalsina, Secretary Sam Ghimire, former Secretary of Bagmati Pradesh Krishna Dhakal, Chairman of Association Kathmandu District Committee Ajit Bajgai, Vice President Lilanath Dahal, Member Chitnath Dahal, Jairam Ghimire, and the Office of the Association Secretary Rabindra Kesi.
After the news report, let us now talk about pension program. Nepali government has a system of giving allowance to the senior citizens. This allows the seniors to receive good health care. Now, in different places in Nepal, pension for farmers is showing up. This is a great way of giving leverage to the farmers who at the old age will not be able to work in the fields. Farming is very hard work. Many farmers have to suffer from loss every year, according to the news we're getting at the news desk. Without pension at the old age, life might be difficult. The Narayanpur municipality of Baaki has distributed pension to the farmers to encourage the agricultural sector. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
The Narayanpur municipality of Baaki has distributed pension to farmers to encourage the agricultural sector. Under the farmers' pension program, 12 farmers have been selected and distributed at the rate of 2,000 rupees each in the first 6 months of the current fiscal year, according to the village municipality. Farmers of Narayanpur municipality who have been raising buffaloes commercially are stunned to receive farmers' pension from Belayasar Yadav municipality. The village municipality has distributed pension to 12 farmers, including in Yadav. In the first year of the farmers' pension program, 6 commercial livestock farmers and 6 vegetable farmers have been selected and distributed. It is believed that the program will help to make the village municipality self-reliant in the field of agriculture and animal husbandry by creating more competitive spirit among the farmers of Narayanpur next year.
After the news report, let us now talk about production. When we look at the reports we're receiving, we have had low production this year. However, the government project claims that the production has increased after the implementation of Prime Minister's Agriculture Modernization Project. Of course, the projects should be a positive way of increasing the production in the country. The government should be implementing the projects with full heart to make it effective. The projects which are there only to show that there is something going on are not the way to move the country forward. The project claims that the agricultural production and productivity have increased after the Prime Minister's Agriculture Modernization Project was launched. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
The project claims that the agricultural production and productivity have increased after the Prime Minister's Agriculture Modernization Project was launched. It is said that the diversification of crops has come and more employment has been created after the implementation of the project using indigenous thinking, indigenous capital, and knowledge. The project has been implemented by determining super zone, block, and pocket area. It is said that the project has been providing subsidy to the farmers, assistance in mechanization, assistance in other tools like power tillers, tractors, and technical knowledge to help them to produce more at low cost.
After the news report, let us now talk about census. As the climate change influences the way of production of food, the number of people eating the food is increasing all over the world. There is no balance between food production and the increase in population. We know that the earth cannot be extended. As we try to feed the growing mouths, the forests are decreasing, which cause serious problem in the nature. If the nature is not balanced, the human race is directly affected. This year, the census was taken of the Nepali population. The results showed that the population has increased, but not as projected. It is in fact less than projected number, which is a relief. According to the preliminary results of the National Census 2078 BS, the population of the country has reached 2,91,92,480. Let us look at this news report for a little bit.
According to the preliminary results of the National Census 2078 BS, the population of the country has reached 2,91,92,480. According to the details released by the Central Statistics Office under the National Planning Commission on Wednesday, the projected number has come down to less than 30 million. Earlier in the census of 2068 BS, the population was 26.494 million. Compared to the previous census, Bhaktapur has the highest population growth rate and Ramichhap has the lowest population growth rate. According to Dhuniraj Lamichhane, director of the department, the birth rate was more than 1% in the census of 2068 BS, but now it is less than 1%. He said that this time the population of males has increased by 2 lakhs more than females. Lamichhane said that the census was also conducted in the worst affected areas of Changrung and Tiknar. He said that they have included Lipu Lake, Kalapani, and Lipiadura in the new map of Nepal.
नपुग्ने ठाउँमा धेरै कठिन ठाउँमा चाहिँ त्यहीको बासिन्दाले हामी सबै तलै छौं माथि छैनौं हामीलाई तलैबाट गणना गर्दिनुस् भनेर हिमाली भेगमा व्यक्तिहरूले पनि भन्नुहुन्थ्यो विगतमा भने यो पटकको जनगणनामा हाम्रो गणकहरू चाहिँ सम्बन्धित ठाउँमै सम्बन्धित क्षेत्रमै पुगेर गणना गर्नुभएको छ। त्यसले गर्दा सबै ठाउँको जनगणनामा सबै क्षेत्रको जनगणना समेटिएको छ यसपटक। नेपालभित्र हाम्रो टेरिटोरी हाम्रो भौगोलिक क्षेत्र जुन चुचे नक्सा पनि सार्वजनिक गरेको छौँ, राज्यले गरेको छ, त्यो क्षेत्रमा हामीले जनगणना भौतिक रूपमा हामीले सम्पन्न गर्न सकेनौँ। हामीलाई केही बाधा भयो, त्यो विवादित भूमि पनि हामीले बुझ्नुपर्छ त्यो विषयलाई। हामीले केही अप्रत्यक्ष रूपमा चाहिँ अप्रत्यक्ष विधि मार्फत त्यहाँको जनसङ्ख्या हामीले आंकलन गरेका छौँ र त्यो जनसङ्ख्या चाहिँ अहिलेको जनगणनामा समावेश भएको छ। अहिले
The on-site work of the first phase of the census was conducted from 30th Vathar 2078 to 18 Asoj, and the second phase from 25 Kartik 2078 to 9th Makshir 2078. Preliminary results of the first census conducted in the country after the Constitution of Nepal 2072 BS have been made public.
After the news report, let us now take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal. Dear viewers, let us now continue with apiculture. Apiculture in Nepal is not new. However, commercial apiculture in Nepal is new. The demand for the honey is growing as the people are more aware of health benefits of the substance. In Nepal, people involved in industrial work are growing. Therefore, the apiculturists are taking the advantage to produce honey in a large amount. From the ancient time, the honey produced was used for personal worship and rituals. We had news last week that the fake honey was being produced to meet the demand in the market. So there's a huge market yet for the real honey. Many farmers have started beekeeping business. Once upon a time, beekeeping was done on subsistence basis, but now farmers keep bees commercially. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
The history of beekeeping in Nepal is very old. Honey produced from bees is considered as an essential item in various religious ceremonies in Nepali society, as well as being used as medicine. Beekeeping is also a good source of income. Once upon a time, beekeeping was done on subsistence basis, but now farmers keep bees commercially. Farmers are attracted as bees and bee products, which are useful not only for health but also for nature, are good for business. The bees that have been reared for honey in Nepal are Serena and Mellifera. The native bee of Serena Yankee is usually reared in the highlands of Nepal, while the Mellifera bee is considered as best for the plains. However, looking at commercial beekeeping, Mellifera seems to be doing well in comparison to Serena. About 40 years ago, raising bees of Serena species was very effective. 20 to 25 kg of honey could be extracted from one hive per year. But later, as a virus called burr appeared in the bee and no cure could be found for this virus in Nepal as well as in any other countries. Pawan Satyal, president of the Nepal Central Honey Businessmen's Association, had brought about 4 hives of bees from Bihar, India at that time. Mellifera bees have moved forward commercially since they entered Nepal. Mellifera is considered ideal for rearing at altitudes up to 1,200 meters above the sea level. Pawan Satyal, president of the Central Honey Entrepreneurs Association of Nepal, said that the government of Nepal has already passed a policy that Mellifera can be grown only in the Terai region.
यो मेलिफेरा मौललाई चाहिँ नि समुद्रको सतहबाट चाहिँ नि 1200 मिटर सम्ममा जाउँ भनेर हाम्रो आग्रह छ। तर हामीले चाहिँ नि काठमाडौँमा चाहिँ नि लगभग 1600-1700 मिटरमा मौरी पालन गरिरहेको छौं र यो चाहिँ नि मैले अघि नै यहाँहरुलाई निवेदन गरे कि मैले जब मौरी भित्राए भने मैले काठमाडौँमा नै भित्र्याएको हो र यहाँ नै मैले चाहिँ नि 12 महिना मौरी राखेर यसलाई हेरेको हो र हेर्दाखेरि हामीले यहाँ मौरी पाल्न सकिन्छ। तर राम्रो आम्दानी लिनको लागि चाहिँ नि अहिले चाहिँ नि मान्छेमा चाहिँ नि पालमा मौरी पाल्न हुँदैन कि भन्ने एउटा चाहिँ दुविधा भइरहेको बेलामा अब हामी धेरै माथि चिसो ठाउँमा जानुस् भनेर हामी यहाँलाई भन्दैनौं। अहिले चाहिँ 1200 मिटर भनेको चाहिँ नि मौरीको लागि उपयुक्त क्लाइमेट हो। यो ठाउँमा चाहिँ तपाईहरुको चाहिँ नि स्रोतहरु राम्रो छ भने तपाईले अवश्य पनि पाल्न सक्नुहुन्छ। तर चाहिँ नि हाइटको चाहिँ नि यहाँले ख्याल राख्नु होला।
He said that Mellifera bees are suitable for farmers who want to do business. If anyone wants to get involved in beekeeping, he suggested to do business only after consulting a beekeeper and knowing about it.
हामीले मौरी पालनमा हामीले चाहिँ नि भोग्दै आएको समस्या भनेपछि मेन कुरा हाम्रो चरी चरण हो, मौरीको चरण हो। चरणमा लैजानको लागि हामीलाई चाहिँ नि एउटा हामीले महको व्यवसाय गर्दाखेरि हामीले आफ्नो आन्तरिकमा भन्दा पनि हामीले बाह्य अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय कम्पनीहरूसँग हामीले चाहिँ नि प्रतिस्पर्धा गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। यसमा चाहिँ नि हाम्रो यहाँ नेपालको पोलिसी चाहिँ नि हामी सबैलाई चाहिँ नि भ्याट लगाइदिन्छ अनि भ्याटले गर्दा हामीले गालिरहेको हुन्छ र मल्टिनेसनल कम्पनीहरूलाई पनि एउटै पोलिसी एउटै उसमा राखिन्छ। हामी भर्खर सानो स्केलबाट सञ्चालन गरेर आएकोलाई पनि त्यही नै स्केलमा राख्दाखेरि ठुला कम्पनीहरूसँग हामीले चाहिँ नि यहाँ चाहिँ नि कम्पिटिसन गर्न हामीलाई गाह्रो भइरहेको हुन्छ।
Bees and bee products can cure more than 500 diseases affecting human health. Therefore, if the state formulates a good policy for beekeeping, there is a great possibility that Nepal will become self-sufficient in honey.
After the news report, let us now talk about maize seeds for the very poor farmers. It is time to prepare for maize plantation in the country. This is why there is so much rustle and bustle over the soil preparation and maize seeds at this time. The soil specialists are invited for programs in Krishi television, and seed specialists are also called for more information such that farmers are well informed. Soil, seeds, and water are the main ingredients in the plantation of any kind of crop. Fertilizer is the supplement which has become a sheer necessity. The poor farmers are not able to afford good seeds and fertilizer. As a result, there is low production. The next report talks about the distribution of seeds as relief. Maize seeds have been distributed to those affected by COVID-19 in Gularia municipality of Bardia. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
Maize seeds have been distributed to the victims of COVID-19 under the Community Rehabilitation Project run by Dalit Women's Upliftment Association Bardia for the victims of COVID-19 with the support of Lutheran World Relief. Spring maize seeds have been distributed to the farmers in the program conducted from Gularia Municipality Ward Number 1. Farmers are happy after the organization distributed the seeds.
आयोजना गरेको थियो र अब विगतमा हाम्रो यस कृषिमा आधारित सम्पूर्ण किसानहरू परम्परागत तरिकाबाट गर्नुहुन्थ्यो भने अहिले आधुनिक जमाना भएको हुनाले हामी इन्टरनेटबाट पनि कृषिको बारेमा ज्ञान पाउन सक्छौं। त्यस्ता विषयहरूलाई लिएर स्मार्ट मोबाइल प्रयोग गर्नेहरू स्मार्ट मोबाइलबाट गर्न सक्नेहरू यी चौतारीबाट पनि कृषि सम्बन्धी ज्ञान लिन सक्ने छन् भन्ने जानकारी दिएर जानुभयो। यसमा उहाँहरूलाई धेरै धन्यवाद दिँदै म सानो कुराको बिन्ती गर्छु।
The corona pandemic, which has spread all over the world, has equally affected the economic, social, and educational sectors. Many have lost their livelihood when even the regular work was stopped. Another farmer, Manoj Daru, said that the maize seed provided by Dalit Women's Upliftment has provided some relief to the needy.
प्राविधिकसँग हामीले कुराकानी गरेर फोटो खिचेर त्यो समस्याको देखाएर हामी भोइसले या लेखेर पनि हामी दिन सक्छौं र त्यसको उत्तर चाहिँ हामी किसानहरूलाई एकदम राम्रोसँग हामीले पाउन सक्छौं। त्यस्तै बंगुरको पनि कति दाना छ, कसरी खोर बनाउने, बच्चाहरूलाई कसरी हुर्काउने र कसरी त्यसको व्यवस्थापन गर्ने हामी डाइरेक्ट किसान र प्राविधिकसँग हामीले चाहिँ टच गरेर उहाँसँग परामर्श लिएर एकदमै किसानलाई सहयोग पुर्याउने कार्यक्रम भएको हुनाले हामीले कारितास नेपाललाई र यो कृषि तालिम दिने सरहरूलाई धेरै धन्यवाद दिइरहेछौँ। त्यो हामीलाई एकदमै फाइदा छ।
Tika BK, an agricultural technician of the Dalit Women's Upliftment Association, said that the seeds would be distributed by identifying the small farmers affected by COVID, and technical knowledge would also be provided.
यसमा चाहिँ यी चौतारी भन्नाले के भन्दा चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ जीव कृषि भनेको चाहिँ डिजिटल कृषि परामर्श सेवा केन्द्र चाहिँ हो। जो कृषि तथा पशुको चाहिँ परामर्श सेवा दिने चाहिँ एउटा केन्द्र हो। हामीले चाहिँ डिजिटल माध्यमबाट चाहिँ कृषकहरूलाई चाहिँ विभिन्न खालको चाहिँ सेवा सुविधाहरू चाहिँ हामी दिइरहेका हुन्छौँ। कृषि सम्बन्धी प्राविधिक सम्बन्धी कुराहरूदेखि लिएर मौसम जानकारीदेखि लिएर मलखाद हिसाब क्याल्कुलेटर र विज्ञसँग चाहिँ जोड्ने काम चाहिँ हामीले यो माध्यमबाट चाहिँ गरिरहेका छौँ। र यी चौतारीमा चाहिँ हामीले के गरेको भन्दा चाहिँ जोसँग स्मार्टफोन नहुने कृषकहरू जोसँग चाहिँ इन्टरनेट नहुने इन्टरनेटसँग पहुँच नभएको कृषकहरू हुनुहुन्छ उहाँले चाहिँ यही कृषि तथा पशुको परामर्श सेवा चाहिँ हामीले यी चौतारी मार्फत चाहिँ हामीले सहकारीमा स्थापना गरेर सहकारीमा जोडिनु भएको कृषकहरूलाई चाहिँ हामीले दिने गरेका छौँ।
Similarly, Ward Chairman of Gularia Municipality, Ward number 8, Dharmendra Kumar Bania, thanked 65 farmers in the Ward number 8 for selecting and distributing maize seeds.
र गाउँबालीलाई चाहिँ कसरी सुरक्षितसँग राख्ने या अब मसिनो सानो सानो कुराहरूमा सल्लाह दिने सुझाव दिने र चाहिँ ज्ञान दिने विशेष गरी ज्ञान दिने कृषिलाई किसानले कसरी व्यवस्थित गर्न सक्छ कुन व्यवसायमा लागेको छ कृषिको अथवा तरकारी उत्पादन गर्छन् तरकारी उत्पादन कसरी गर्ने त्यसको बजार भाउ के छ देखि लिएर त्यसको उत्पादन गर्ने बेलादेखि कसरी चाहिँ त्यसलाई उत्पादन धेरैभन्दा धेरै उत्पादन गरेर त्यसलाई सूचित साथ बजार व्यवस्थासम्म लैजानको निमित्त थुप्रै सेवा सुविधाहरू प्रदान गरिरहेको यो जियो कृषि यी चौतारी कार्यक्रम जुन कायदास नेपालले सहयोग गरेको छ यसका लागि म कायदास नेपाललाई हार्दिक धेरै आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।
In the program, spring maize seeds were distributed to the very poor farmers affected by COVID-19 connected to the Indian border region. Surendra Adhikari, Program Officer of Dalit Women's Upliftment Association, said that the maize seeds were distributed to the community under the rehabilitation project.
भोइस रेकर्ड गराएर पनि त्यो किसिमको चाहिँ सुविधाहरू प्राप्त गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ र विज्ञहरूले चाहिँ त्यसको चाहिँ भनौँ न अब जुन उहाँहरूले सोधिएको प्रश्नहरू चाहिँ त्यो एप्स मार्फत नै दिनुहुन्छ। त्यो भएकोले एउटा यो डिजिटल माध्यमबाट चाहिँ कृषकहरूले एकदम भन्न प्राविधिक ज्ञानदेखि लिएर हरेक कुराहरू सूचना प्राप्त गर्ने भएकोले यो चाहिँ किसानहरूको लागि चाहिँ एकदम महत्त्वपूर्ण कार्यक्रम हो जस्तो लाग्छ र पक्कै पनि यसले चाहिँ किसानहरूको आय आर्जनमा वृद्धि साथै क्षमता अभिवृद्धिमा वृद्धि र प्राविधिक ज्ञानमा पनि सहयोग पुग्छ भन्ने चाहिँ हामीले आशा लिएको।
According to the Dalit Women's Upliftment Association, Bardia farmers from 200 households affected by COVID-19 within 1, 3, 7 and 8 have been included.
After the news report, let us now talk about fish fry. There are programs to increase fish production in the country as the demand for the fish in the country is increasing every day. Fish is a very important part of the human diet. With more research, it is found that the fish is the best meat that the human beings can consume. It has low fat and high protein with very good oil that helps to live long and healthy. During the summer, when there was flood in Malamche, a large number of fish ponds were destroyed according to the reports we received. This means that there is need of better plans such that there is no need to worry about natural destructions. Fish fry have been released in the Kaligandaki River flowing through the border of Nawalparashi, Sustapur and Tanau. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
Fish fry have been released in the Kaligandaki River flowing through the border of Nawalparashi, Radkhat, Sustapur and Tanau. The National Reservoir Fisheries Promotion and Conservation Center Hetona has released 31,000 fish fry of Rahu and 90 species in Kaligandaki River in Gairakot 3. According to the Fisheries Development Center, the fry of local species of fish produced in hatcheries of Madhya Pradesh have been released in the river Kaligandaki. Earlier, the office had released 34,000 fish fry in Samari River and 40,000 in Narayan River in Makwanpur. Similarly, there is a plan to release 40,000 fish fry in Koshi River of State Number 1, according to the center. It is said that the fish fry are released to promote the fish depending on which fish is in crisis.
After the news report, let us now talk about export. Export of surplus goods in the country brings in revenue. This is why Nepalese try to produce for everyone around the country. Nepal produces organic food which is very good for health. In the mountains, the modern agriculture is still new and the way of cultivation is still primitive. This is why the food from the mountains is so wholesome and good. However, the cost of labor is high and the production is low. This can be overcome by implementing new mechanization techniques. Exports of Nepali goods to India and third countries through Birganj have increased significantly in the last 6 months of the current fiscal year. Let us look at this news report for a little bit. Exports of Nepali goods to India and third countries through Birganj have increased significantly in the last 6 months of the current fiscal year. Compared to the first 6 months of the fiscal year 2077-78, the export of Nepali goods increased by 186% in the corresponding period of the current fiscal year. So far, Nepali goods worth 55.23 billion rupees have been exported, and an increase of 36.29 billion rupees. This is 185.76% more than last year. According to the Birganj Customs Office, the main items exported to India and third countries through Birganj are refined soybean oil, refined palm oil, fruit juice, refined sunflower oil, and cloth. Compared to the first 6 months of the last fiscal year, 44% more revenue has been collected in the corresponding period of the current fiscal year. This is all in Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Before I go, let us review the main affairs of the week. The Tenzin municipality of Palpa has provided loans at concessional rates to farmers engaged in agriculture and animal husbandry to develop entrepreneurship in the country. The Narayanapur municipality of Banki has distributed pension to the farmers to encourage the agricultural sector. According to the preliminary results of the National Census 2078 BS, the population of the country has reached 2,91,92,480. Thank you for watching Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan, Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kushan.